And a
Hey,
very good morning.
good morning. Feeling good today.
Wednesday, right? We made it to
Yes,
Wednesday.
hump day.
Hump day is here.
All
I'm
right.
Ryan Dean, 5 on your feed.
That's right. And I'm Sydney Stallworth. We're going to get right into it. Now, we're always excited to sit down with you while you're scrolling on your phone and bring you today's headlines quick and easy. All right, let's kick it off today with something thousands of us in St. Louis County have been waiting for. That's that personal property tax bill, Ryan.
We always love that bill.
Yeah.
All right, well, Sydney, if you haven't received your bill from the county, it's not an early Christmas present. Keep checking your mailbox. You should be getting it sometime this week. In fact, the county is mailing the last 27,000 personal property tax bills today. Now, those should arrive in your mailbox by Friday. Usually, St. Louis County residents get their personal property tax bill in mid-November, but the county says it's had problems with contracting companies for the printing and the mailing process.
Right.
As long as you have your payment postmarked by December 31st, you won't be hit with any late fees. If you don't want to wait for your bill to arrive in the mail, you can pay online by going to the county's website, or you can actually pay in person. 3 different locations there on your screen: Northwest Crossing, the Administration Building in Clayton, or the South County Government Center.
Lots of options there.
A lot of options,
Yeah.
and in fact, it pinned in the chat. We have our story that's up right now on KSDK.com on the 5 on Your Side app, and there is a link in that chat that gets you to where you can pay online.
Okay,
And
nice
if
and
you're
easy.
like, hey, how do I do this? I will say the county actually has a really nice YouTube video there that walks you step by step on how to pay online. So,
Perfect. You know, we make it easy for you here.
you know, I try on this Wednesday morning.
Good job, Ryan. Thanks for that. All right, now, Ryan, the story that I'm following this morning has schools and health departments scrambling to figure out a plan. A letter from Missouri's Attorney General Eric Schmidt has everyone trying to figure out if mask mandates in the state are legal. He sent out the letter yesterday to all school districts and health departments saying their mask mandates are illegal. And that letter sent ripple effects, especially at last night's St. Louis County Council meeting. Now, a vote on the mask mandate was on the agenda, but in less than 20 minutes, no vote was taken, and the proposed vote on the new mask mandate was sustained. 5th District Councilwoman Lisa Clancy was hoping for that vote, but District 3 Councilman Tim Fitch was pushing back during that meeting, questioning whether the mandate was legally filed. A recent ruling from a Cole County judge threw out all COVID-related health orders issued by non-elected officials like health directors. You just saw there some people clapping after they figured out there would be no vote on that. Now, that's the ruling Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt is referencing in his letter that he sent out yesterday, which said, quote, "Stop enforcing and publicizing any such orders immediately. Failure to do so," he said, "may result in enforcement action against you." Now, Missouri Governor Mike Parson's office has said that Cole County ruling we mentioned earlier won't go into effect until December 22nd. But this new letter has a lot of school districts and other people confused, me being one of them. I know you've been keeping up with this over the months.
It's a lot.
There's so much going out. Now, the Rockwood School District, where I was at earlier, they sent out a letter to parents yesterday saying that their attorneys are actually telling them they still have the authority to enforce masking within the schools, and they're not going to make any changes as of now to their COVID policies. But they say those lawyers are still going over that letter that the Attorney General sent to analyze it and figure out what their next steps are. So there's so much that goes into this.
Yeah, so that's the largest school district in the county. So I'm
Rockwood.
sure we'll hear more districts coming out saying what their position is going to be. It's something. I'm telling you, it's like changing, every day it seems like.
Every day, yeah.
And I had a guy ask me yesterday, "Do we have a mask mandate in the county?" I go, "You tell me. I don't
We
know,
don't know.
man."
Yeah,
Like
we're
it's
just
so
figuring it out, just
confusing
following
because
along.
like it's some politicians say yes, even some lawyers say yes, some lawyers say no. It's all playing out in the courts, and
Right.
I wish it was a little more simple to follow. But
Right. It'll be great when this is all resolved, hopefully.
please.
Soon. Right.
Okay, so on the COVID-19 front, the state of Illinois has reported its first case of the Omicron variant. Here's what we know. Health leaders say the person is a Chicago resident who was fully vaccinated and got a booster. That patient caught COVID from someone from another state who was confirmed to have the Omicron variant. The Illinois patient didn't need to be hospitalized and is self-isolating at home. And new this morning, Pfizer announced that its 2-dose vaccine plus the booster appeared to work against the Omicron variant. Preliminary data showed those who did not get the booster had a 25-fold drop in antibodies against that new variant. Pfizer CEO says if an Omicron-specific vaccine is needed, the booster could be ready by March. But a decision will be made in a few weeks as we learn more about this new variant.
All right, we have some disturbing news. That's our top story right now on KSDK.com. Dogs mauled a woman to death in St. Clair, Missouri. It happened on Highway TT in Franklin County Monday evening. Deputies say 61-year-old Leanne Gratzer was headed to a family member's house when the homeowner's dog attacked her on the property. It was actually multiple dogs. No other information has been released just yet.
Oh, that's so tragic. Here's some more tragic news trending online this morning. Actor and TV host Nick Cannon is mourning the loss of his 5-month-old son. Alyssa Scott gave birth to their son Zen earlier this year. Zen died after suffering a brain tumor and fluid buildup on the brain. Cannon said he spent the past weekend with Zen in California, where the two watched the sunrise and the sunset together. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Nick Cannon and, of course, his family.
Absolutely.
Oh, so tough.
Yeah, that's tough there. A man in Jefferson County is behind bars after making a terrorist threat toward Festus High School students. The person posted the threat online saying he's, quote, going to shoot Festus High School students in the name of Kyle Rittenhouse. He's now being held without bond. The school is aware of the threat. Staff and parents were notified, and resource officers are also on heightened patrol. Now, we've seen some similar threats here in schools in our area.
Right.
Yeah, and police are really concerned after that Oxford High School shooting in Michigan. That was last week. They're concerned about copycats. Is what they are really concerned about. So they're taking all these threats seriously, as they would any day. But specifically now they are concerned about these copycats.
We have seen this in the past too. When there's violence at a school somewhere in the nation, we see these copycats around the country. In fact, I was reading an article earlier this morning that over 100 Michigan schools actually closed a week ago after that incident in Oxford. So over 100 schools were just having threats like that. So thankfully, most school districts are very responsive and get right back to the parents, let people know what's going on. As you mentioned, the fastest one, there was a school resource officer involved there. So, but yeah, it's obviously very scary when a parent gets an alert on their phone, though, about a school threat, for sure. We'll keep following that. An update to the shooting that left a Metro bus driver fighting for his life. The person of interest is now facing charges, but they're from a separate incident. Isaiah Houston is charged with resisting arrest and unlawful possession of a gun. Police arrested Houston in North County Monday following a crash. Investigators say he was driving that maroon PT Cruiser spotted near the scene of 2 Metro bus shootings. One of those shootings critically injured Metro driver Jonathan Cobb, and Cobb remains in critical condition.
Well, city council members in Webster Groves have blocked plans to redevelop old downtown Webster. Now, they unanimously rejected a zoning ordinance change, which would have been the first step for the Douglas Hill mixed-use development. A commission previously approved $35 million in tax increment financing for the $250 million project. Wow.
I know you're fairly new here in St. Louis, but have you heard this question before? Where have you gone to high school? Where did you go to high school?
Tons of times.
Already?
I gotta break the news to them. I'm not from
Really?
here. Yeah. I've heard a lot.
I never got that question for like 3 years, and I was feeling left out.
Oh,
but
no.
Now I've gotten it several times. All right, education website Niche is out with its 2022 list of Missouri's best public high schools, and topping the list, Ladue Horton Watkins High School, followed by Clayton, Lafayette, which is in the Rockwood district, and Kirkwood. Parkway West rounds out the top 5. The ranking is based on academics, culture and diversity, and student-parent surveys.
Have some bragging rights there.
We have some great schools in this area for sure that always top the list.
I've been here just a couple months and I already know that. Passionate parents, passionate students.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty great schools here.
All right, well, let's get a check of the weather. Hopefully no more snow in the forecast.
Fingers crossed.
Good Wednesday morning, waking up with temperatures in the 20s and 30s just like yesterday, but this afternoon will actually turn warmer. We're in the upper 40s for highs today, and this is where we should be for this time of year, near average. Now, as we go towards the next couple of days, things do warm up. Tomorrow we're in the 60s, near 70 on Friday, but on Friday there is a chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two as a cold front pushes on through the area, and that will bring in cooler weather to kick off the weekend. 63 tomorrow, 70 on Friday, but back into the 40s we go by Saturday.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Anthony. Now, if you know what we're talking about for this next story, let us know in the comments.
Okay.
If you were browsing online yesterday, you may have run into some website glitches. Now, that's because Amazon's cloud service network had a major outage, and it was disrupting access to some popular sites like Instacart if you're trying to get some groceries, Venmo, Roku, and Disney Plus.
Not Disney Plus.
Not Disney Plus if you're trying to stream. That's right.
Oh,
About 5 hours after companies started reporting those issues, Amazon said it mitigated the outage and services started to come back online. Now, the company says they don't think the outage was anything malicious, but they still haven't given an exact reason behind those issues we saw yesterday.
Uh-oh. Angry 5-year-olds
I
with
know,
that
right?
Disney Plus outage. I'll tell you what. One thing you may have been trying to do online yesterday, some holiday shopping.
Oh, yeah.
But get this, more than half of us who do our holiday shopping at the last minute will end up grabbing a gift card for our loved ones.
Oh.
Nothing says I love you like a $30 gift card at
Right.
Starbucks. That's according to Retail Me Not, by the way. That's also the supply chain, still isn't back to normal.
That's
and we're
right.
seeing some shortages. 68% of people say their shopping list are flexible this year. Mine's always flexible.
Oh,
With
okay.
nearly half, you can give me anything, Sydney.
Oh, easily, please.
Nearly half saying they're open to getting something completely different than intended if they can't find what they wanted. If you don't want to buy a gift card, Retail Me Not says some popular alternatives include subscription boxes,
Yeah.
a subscription to a streaming service, or a meal prep kit.
Meal prep kit.
Yeah.
People really are jonesing for those this year.
Well,
I
yeah,
can-
well, I mean, because I think everybody tries to maybe get the new year right with the diet.
With their
so,
diets, that's a good point.
There are some of those healthy meal prep kits out there that
Right.
could help you, but, I don't know.
I don't know either. With those shipping delays, though, I can see how some people are like, I'm not even going to risk it.
Yeah.
I'll just get you the gift card. I love you. Merry Christmas. And you can just handle it and
Yeah,
get what you want on
it's
your
just so easy, though, to get a
own.
gift card.
I know it is. Nobody gets excited about, oh, here's your, and then it's an envelope.
I
and-
light
well,
up with a
it's an
Starbucks gift
envelope.
card. Let me just tell you that much right now. I
Really?
get very excited.
That's it. My pumpkin spice latte,
All
I
right.
just recently started trying them and I'm
Yeah?
hooked. I'm hooked.
All right.
All right. Well, speaking of gift cards, we've got a scam alert for you this morning. Federal investigators are warning that gift card fraud is actually surging. Tens of thousands of people have already fallen victim. Scammers are posing pretty much as anyone these days. A love interest, wow, a company rep or phony government agent, and they're telling victims that they owe money and they need to pay now with those gift cards. The crooks say if you don't pay, you'll be arrested and you'll have your bank accounts frozen. Now, Target gift cards were the most preferred by scammers, following by Google Play, Apple, eBay, and Walmart gift cards. Now, don't fall for this trick. Be on the lookout for unsolicited calls or emails saying that you owe money. And if anyone tells you to buy gift cards and read back the numbers, it's definitely a scam, guys. And remember, Social Security and the IRS are never going to call you asking for your personal information or money over the phone. Oh my goodness. Now, this sounds like kind of, I guess it seems like common sense, these things, but this happens way more often than you think. I think it's 1 in 10 people falling victim to these gift card scams, and that number is probably much higher because, not everybody wants to report it after they fall
Correct.
victim
They
because they
might
feel taken advantage of.
Feel embarrassed maybe
Yeah.
too. But I will say, I mean, some of the, especially the phishing emails, those things look legit when you
They
click on the
are.
link. I mean,
They are
and
convincing.
sometimes we're moving so fast, we just click on something, and but we also know these scams also a lot of times they'll target the elderly.
They do. That's right.
They go on the fear of what they're dealing with, and
Right.
so then it just turns into just a mess. So
Right. You got to look for that secure.
Scammers.
I know, right?
I can't stand 'em.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah, that's
Why?
right.
You have to look for, what is it, that little lock on the browser, the little lock icon to know that the website is secure, and then look at the logos and stuff, because sometimes they can have logos on them, but there's just one thing off or two things off, and you got to look
Look at
closely.
you, IT Sydney. I like it.
know, right?
I'm enjoying that. All right. Well, let's get a laugh,
All
shall
right.
we?
Yes.
And if we need one, check this out. This will give you a laugh for sure.
Oh my goodness.
How great
Oh
is
my
that?
gosh.
Yeah, Minnesota rescue group Save a Fox is using these giggling foxes to promote its cause. The foxes giggle mostly when the Save a Fox founder tickles them. The nonprofit takes in fox rescued from fur farms, by the way, or no longer wanted as pets. I didn't realize people use foxes as pets.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I hear they're kind of like dogs almost, but you
Yeah.
know, just a little more wild. You gotta
I
be
love the
careful with
giggles,
it.
though.
Those teeth look pretty sharp
Yeah, they
too.
do look
I know,
sharp.
it's smiling big, but those teeth are sharp.
Woo.
All right, well today was fun.
It was fun.
All right, well we'll be back tomorrow, of course, to bring you more news, and we'll see you then.
Take care.